be a hero, you must probably think that you need to have some contribution to the world, no? To always have to be giving your best to the world because, well, that's what the world expects from you. But what if I told you that the world was also trying to bring you down? Then what? Let's talk about it. Lately, I've had someone tell me that life is like a roller coaster. You see, you start the ride off with high expectations. And at this point, you're just enjoying the ride to where you're in the sky and you feel like you're flying. But then all of a sudden, you feel the wind blowing at your face and everything is going downhill. That is what life is like. It changes. It goes up and down, over and under, and it happens in unexpected ways. Dealing with this type of constant and unexpected change, you must probably think that you have to fix yourself. But that is a misconception that so many people believe, including myself. You see, I too had to experience a big change in my life, and that was moving schools. Not only moving schools, but I also had to move countries. So if you thought moving schools and having to make new friends at a totally foreign place was hard enough, oh, you don't know. Life didn't stop there for me. Life kept giving me more lemons. There was this one struggle that I couldn't fully get past, a struggle that I couldn't fully have control over. And that was my struggle to understand the Indonesian language. Turns out I had spent so much of my time outside that I couldn't really fluently speak Bahasa, my own mother tongue. And with this language barrier, it made it hard for me to express my thoughts. It made it hard to make friends, and most importantly, it slowed my performance down in school. You know, I didn't feel smart anymore, and I didn't get the grades or achievements that I used to get. I felt like my powers were taken away from me. I felt like I lost my confidence. But I didn't want to accept that. No, I didn't want to accept that this one little struggle was changing everything. So I didn't let it. I kept pushing myself. I kept pushing myself to keep speaking to everyone with broken Bahasa, hoping that the words coming out of my mouth made a little sense, hoping that I had fixed myself. But over time, this drained me. The pressure was too much. I wanted to fix myself so badly that in the end, guess what? I couldn't do it. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't instantly fix this one struggle that had changed me completely. This made me lose sight of myself because I thought, my worth was judged by what I had to offer the world. And in my case, that was my achievements, my performance at school, my grades, all of those things. And I thought, if I didn't have those things anymore, then what am I? Could I still be the person everybody looked up to? Could I still be a hero? After the endless search for answers, I finally stopped. I finally realized that perhaps that wasn't the answer. Because all this time, all I knew was what my mind was telling me, and that was that I needed to do something, right? But what I didn't know is that perhaps what I needed to do wasn't something my mind could fix. You see, things like the constant pressuring yourself, the negative self-talk, and the constant denial towards change, that is the mind speaking. But the small things like acceptance and trusting the process, that is what I call letting the heart feel. That was perhaps what mattered the most. And maybe that was what I needed to do. So I put this theory into action. I stopped telling myself that my worth was judged by what I had to offer, my contribution to the world. And I started telling myself that I was more than my grades, I was more than my achievements, I was more than my ability to speak Bahasa. Because really, what my heart, my drive to keep going forward, that is what really mattered the most to becoming the hero that I am. Besides that, I also had to let go of the part of me that didn't want to accept change. The part of me that didn't want to accept that I was struggling. So what I did differently this time was that I let my struggles be a part of me. I started telling people, yes, I can't do this, this, and that, but I'm learning, and I'm going to keep trying. And as a result, look at me now. Take a really good glance at me now. After years of trusting the process of letting my heart feel, I had managed to successfully pick myself back up. You see, these small acts of love towards yourself is what really matters to becoming the you that you can truly be proud of, to be that hero inside yourself. So, it doesn't matter whether you think your worth is judged by what you have to offer the world, because that's not true. A good example of finally accepting yourself and having people look at your heart is this moment right now, actually. Me standing in front of all of you on this very stage. I bet that the moment I walk out of this stage, you will all think, dang, Faiza Putri is one hell of a confident girl. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be proof that my heart shone brighter than anything else I can offer the world. That because of my heart, you all get to notice the strengths in me. And dare I say, the heroism that lies inside me. So let your heart feel. Let your heart feel to finally face the ups and downs of this roller coaster we call life. Thank you.